If you have been on the fence about HighLevel, today I'm going to show you how to start from literally zero and go all the way to well over $10,000 per month with a tool inside of the software that most people don't even talk about. And it's something that I think is incredible. In fact, it's what we actually used when we first started with HighLevel to get our first few clients coming in and start getting some cash flow. So I'm going to show you exactly what that is. And before we freak out, I don't have a $1,000 course or a mastermind or anything to sell you on this video. All I ask is that you hit the like button and leave a comment down below, and I'm going to personally respond to you with a link to an entirely free course walking you through all the software tools that HighLevel offers. And again, just hit the like button, leave a comment down below. If you're shy, you don't know what to say, just say, I want the free course, and I'll personally respond to you with that link. Now let's get into this. Okay, our goal when we get a free trial of HighLevel is to get our expenses covered as fast as possible. So we're starting a free 30-day trial, but then we have all this pressure, right? We have this 30-day ticking time bomb of at some point at the end of this, if I'm starting with very little money, I don't have a lot of time to figure this out. So I have to get my baseline expenses with HighLevel covered first. And that can range from $97 per month. The max would be $497 per month, depending on the plan you choose. But I would say that this plan that I'm going to show you today will help you achieve that so that then once you have your expenses covered, you can breathe for a second and say, okay, what do I really want to turn this business into? And I'll show you exactly what we did when we first started. Okay, and a big mistake that I see a lot of people make when they first start with HighLevel is they don't reach out to enough people. I would say at a very minimum, you have to start reaching out to over 100 business owners, people that are your friends, family, people at church, people that you just come across, or if you live in a neighborhood with a lot of local businesses like I do, you can literally go door to door and offer this simple thing, and you're going to be able to get some people to say yes, or at least to give you a shot. And what we're going to be offering them is social media posting. So let me show you an example of a company here. This is just one that I came across. I don't know anything about them other than that they were top on Google for when I searched for social media posting company. And if we go to the pricing over here, you can see that for 10 posts per month, they charge $99 per month. So if we only did this, if we just copied them exactly, we would just need at least one client to cover the $97 per month plan, or 5 clients to cover the $497 per month plan to get this going. But what you can see here is if you scale up to 15 posts per month or 20 or 25 or 30, you can quickly start to model after this. And I'll show you how easily you can do this inside of HighLevel, but you can model after this to where you only need 1 or 2 clients to cover your baseline expenses. Then at that time, you might say, I really like this. I think I could scale this up a bit more. And I'll show you some math on how we can get to $10,000 per month doing this, but it's really easy to deliver this particular service, and it's not a big pitch or something that's hard to comprehend like AI or whatever. Those are all great services you should do once you get comfortable with HighLevel, but the social media posting is something that most business owners know that they need to do, and they just don't have the time to do it. So if you can walk in with a simple solution and do it for them, then great. So we're going to model after this, and what we're going to do is I'm going to zoom in on these emails that I sent out previously when we first started. I'll show you it's a very simple email and the responses that I was getting. And then we'll go into actually using the HighLevel tool and show you how easy it is to get the post, get the content, and start posting it on social media for people. So let's just zoom into these emails so you can see. So the emails that I sent, it just was really simple. I would just find, in my case, I went to real estate agents. I don't necessarily always recommend that niche, especially if the market is kind of tough for some of them, so they may not be looking to spend an extra $100 or $300 per month, but there are definitely business owners out there, dentists, doctors, chiropractors, plumbers, roofers. You can find some people that will do this. Just start emailing people if you are too shy to go up and talk to them. Okay, so I just said, quick question. Would you be interested in a service that posts real estate content daily for your Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn? So I only did it on 3 different tools. So Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And I said Jason Edwards, RETV was the brand that I was using. And then I would start getting responses saying, here's one from, it looks like a Margaret. Yes, I'm interested. I'll just show you a few others here. Another quick question. I kind of changed it up a little. And so this one, I positioned it as we already had some people that we were getting business from, and now we're opening up more spots. So I said, another quick question. We just opened a few more spots for our done-for-you social media posting. We will post every day for Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn profiles, or less often if you like. I just threw that in case they didn't want it every single day. We have special pricing right now for only $97 per month. Let me know if you'd like some examples of what we post, and I'll send them over. You can just reply to this email. I'm a licensed agent, but initially built this for me, but had several other agents that wanted it done for them too. So if you're not a licensed agent, that's okay. You don't have to be. I just threw that in because I was, but you could come up with something else or just leave that out. And this says, sure, send me some examples. Yes, I'm interested in some samples. Sounds like a good plan. Can you send me a link, please? We'll try for a month. So Tony was like, yeah, I'll try it. He was not even needing a sales pitch. Let's see, send over some examples. Good afternoon. Yes, send some samples of your post. Okay, so right now you might be saying, I don't have any posts. How do I get the posts? I'll show you that in just a second. But you can see that this was not a big drawn out sales pitch or anything like that. I just basically offered them what would be considered a no-brainer offer. You need social media done for you. I'm offering to do it for a low flat monthly fee with no contracts. Here you go. And a lot of people would start saying yes. So how do we actually go and get the content? And then how do we actually do the posting? Let's show you that. Okay, so here I am on Canva, and I love Canva. This particular thing you can do for either free or the pro version. A lot of these sample posts are going to be on the pro version, which is like 10 or 15 bucks a month, but it is well worth it. You can, again, start with 0 if you want to just do the baseline, but you're not going to have as many templates to choose from. So let's just say we're using this as a dentist. So we'll just use this example here, and we'll say, is it time for your cleaning? Call today. Okay, so you can make the phone number bigger. You can put their logo or whatever you want to do on here. It's very easy, drag and drop if you've never used it. Most people have, but you can do it. Then just put their website down here, www.mintdentaldallas.com or whatever it is. And now you have a post here. Now you can do this one of two ways. You can do it without branding on the actual image, so it's just a little bit easier to scale this. Or if you want to just for your first few people, you can show them an example of what you would do and put it here. And if they have any specials or things like that, you could create that too. But if you're just reaching out cold, then here's just something you could send over to somebody. Get 3 or 4 of these and send them over and say, this is what we're going to post every single day. Okay, so we'll download this image now. Okay, now here we are inside of HighLevel, and just assume that you had somebody that said yes, they wanted you to go forward. Then all you would do is set them up their own sub account. So with the plans in HighLevel, you can have unlimited sub accounts where you can, if you get Mint Dental to give you the thumbs up saying they want to move forward, then you just set up a new account saying Mint Dental here. So everything in here is only for them, and we connect their social media profiles. And then all we do here is hit new post, create new post. We select the profile that they want. So let's say it's this one for now. And we can do one of two things. If you want to do the free version, you can just type some content in here, or you can use the AI tool that HighLevel has built in that does cost a few cents to do, but it still saves you a ton of time. So what you can do here is use AI and say Mint Dental Cleaning, write a post about how it's time, schedule a cleaning at Mint Dental Dallas. Okay, then we'll add a couple keywords: friendly, fun, funny. Do a medium-sized post, hit generate. Hey there, grinners and brushers. It's time to start looking like you've been, is your smile starting to look like you've been sipping too much coffee or moonlighting as a professional wine taster? That's a pretty decent copy. So you can see it's pretty decently long. They give you 3 different variations. If you don't like any of them, you can just do the generate new content. If I do like it, I can hit copy, hit continue. And now I have this filled in. And now all I need to do is add my image. So I hit this little image tool here. And I can create with AI again, or I'll upload the one that I just downloaded. So I'll do upload here. And then once that's loaded, I double tap it. And now that image is filled in. And I can do all the posts at the same time. So I can do Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever at the same time. Or if I just want to do one, I can do it like that. Let's just schedule for 2 of these. So we're doing Facebook and Instagram. And then what I can do is I can either post it, or I can schedule the post, which is what you're going to be doing if you're doing like 10 posts a month for somebody. So say I want to schedule it for Wednesday at 4:55 p.m. I'll hit schedule post. And now that is scheduled. Now what's great about this is I could go back to my calendar here and I can see that that post is scheduled here. If I want to do that again, I can clone the post. Or if I need to move this, for example, say I really needed something to go out Wednesday and Friday instead of Wednesday, I can just drag this over to Friday and now it's rescheduled. So you can see how easy it is to do this. And that took me just because I'm explaining it a couple minutes to do. But if you're doing this at scale, you could really knock an entire month out in probably 15 minutes or so, which is really great. So that is how that works, and it's very simple to deliver. So we get 5, 10, 15, 20 of these clients. We're working maybe a day or two a week, and we're bringing in at least a couple $1,000 with this. So you can scale this up as big as you want. And then moving forward, I'll show you some ways to scale this even bigger with other things that you can offer on top of this. And I just noticed this. I went back to the Feedbird pricing page again. And what I didn't catch the first time is this is the pricing for just one social channel. So just Instagram or just Facebook. So we're offering to do it on all their social media platforms. You can see that getting a price at $200 or $300 a month is not out of the realm of possibility. If you do 40 posts a month, that's $359 for just one social channel. To add an additional channel is $10 a month extra per channel, which I don't even know why they throw that complication in there. Seems like it would be easier to just include it, and raise the price a little bit. But I think it still just puts things into perspective that to do 10 posts a month, $99 a month, very simple to do and something that every business owner can handle and knows that they need to. And as we move forward, we can be moving from doing the work for them to turning it into a SaaS. I have multiple videos on here about companies that are just using the social media posting tool as a software tool, meaning that the people will log in and schedule their own content where you don't even have to do that. So that is a great next step. Once you get comfortable, this is just the easiest way to get cash coming in my opinion. That doesn't require a lot of setup or pitch or explanation, even like with reviews and things like that. All great services or AI, incredible services to offer, but it requires a lot more that you have to get from the business owner. You have to get them to connect a phone number, and you have to get them to do an A2P, which is something a little more complicated with the phone system for sending out text messages. So there's a lot that goes into that. Social media is just literally connecting their social profiles one time, and then they never have to log in again if you're going to do the service for them. And if they're going to do it, they don't ever have to log into Facebook or Instagram or any of those places again. They can do all the posting right inside of your tool, which makes it really cool. Now, if we want to move this on to a higher leverage thing, we're going to move from that service thing to offering it as a SaaS. And we're going to do the same thing. Number one, we're going to reach out to the customers we already have. So you might say, hey, I'm charging $300 a month now for you. I can continue to do that. I'm happy to do it. But we do have a way for you to do the posting yourself if you want to. And that would only be $60 a month, or $50 a month, or whatever you want to do. And you can see if they say yes to that, and that will remove some work from you. Yes, it will reduce some of your income, but it will be a way that you can start scaling this even bigger. Or what you could do is people that are about to cancel, like maybe they say, hey, you know what? We love what you're doing, but we just can't afford it right now. That's an opportunity then that you could downsell them to, okay, well, we have a way that you can keep all the stuff going. I'll even load up a bunch of templates in your software, and you can just schedule them yourself if you want to. And that would be $50 a month. And they might say yes to that. So way that we can move from doing this service to more of a SaaS. Now, here is a software called BirdEye, and BirdEye does just a couple things really well, but it's all things that HighLevel can do as well. So you can go and duplicate this company, BirdEye, and offer the same things that they're offering. And you can see just for a couple different features, listings and reviews. So helping businesses get more reviews, and then listings on various places like Yelp and other places, they help kind of distribute that over to them. All things, again, that you can do with HighLevel. And for that, they charge $299 per month. They have another version called Listings, Reviews, and Interactions, which is kind of like messaging back and forth. That's $399 per month. And let me show you how much BirdEye is making right now. Okay, so I haven't even Googled this in a while, but it says in 2024, BirdEye's revenue reached $146 million, up from $100 million in 2023. So they added an additional $46.8 million in 1 year. What that tells me is that business owners are getting more and more interested in these types of services. You can see they're every year, year over year, they're growing. 69.6 million in 2022, 100 million in 2023, 146 million in 2024. Who knows what it is right now, but I'm assuming growing. So it's a great time to get into doing this type of software that you can offer to businesses. So we can do all this stuff with HighLevel. So to finish this out, let me just show you some simple math just using a flat rate of $197 per month, which is less than most of these other tools that I was showing you is charging. So you could scale that up if you wanted to charge more, which I recommend doing if you're comfortable doing it. But 5 clients at $197 per month is $985. 10 clients is $1970, 20 clients is $3950, and 51 clients is $10,047 per month. And it is quite easy to get 50 clients once you get comfortable, once you get some money flowing in and figure out exactly what you want to offer. So again, to recap, I recommend using HighLevel, getting a free 30-day trial. There's a link down below, again, to a free 30-day trial. And even beyond that, if for some reason you just aren't quite making it yet, you can reach out to HighLevel, and oftentimes they'll extend that trial a little bit longer as well. Just a little tip there. It doesn't always happen, but oftentimes they'll do it. So you can start for totally free. And then this is something that for literally no investment when you first get started, using what I recommended in this video, helping people do social media posting just to get some money flowing, get your confidence up, give you some time to figure out what you want to offer, and then offering some of the other tools, whatever catches your attention inside of the tool. But then you can easily, with just 51 clients, have over $10,000 per month coming in. And that's at the $197 price point. You could charge whatever you want. Some people charge thousands of dollars per month, and they can totally justify it because they're offering multiple really strong solutions for a business. They're not just offering tools that they can log into, but they're actually developing an entire system that helps deliver incredible results. So all that to say, HighLevel is one of the best business models that I've ever seen, and something that you can start with for totally free. So I recommend commenting down below, say, I want the free course. I'll give you the free course in the comments. And then there's a link down below that says ghlfree.com. That will give you a free 30-day trial to HighLevel to try it out. And with that, I'll see you on the next video.